Hello, my name is Abraham Lincoln, the former 16th President of the United States. Although most people know about my beginnings, the large campaign and all, I would like to tell you about me coming into politics. It all started in March of 1932 when I became a candidate for Illinois General Assembly. At age 23, I unsuccessfully ran for office as a member of the Which Party. 1 month later, I decided to enlist in the Black Hawk War. My first enlistment was as an elected captain of the company in the 4th Regiment of Mounted Volunteers in Gen. Samuel Whiteside Brigade. I would release 2 more times in the following month. Shortly after getting out of the war, I became the new postmaker of the New Salem. I was appointed this position by President Andrew Jackson on August 6, 1832. In August of 1834, I was finally elected to the Illinois State Legislature. This is the same year that I became interested in the law. I came across some commentaries on the law of England and began to teach myself to read this law. On March 1, 1837, I was admitted to the bar and began practicing with John Stuart. In 1846, I was elected to congressional state as a which representative for Illinois for 1 year. I was famous for giving my speeches. A few of these included the famous Peoria speech and the House Divided speech. August 21st, 1858 was an important date for me, as this was the first time I debated against Stephen Douglas. I would go on to lose this debate on slavery, but I learned a valuable lesson. For the next several months, Mr. Douglas and I would have several debates about many topics, but slavery seems to keep coming up. During our sixth debate, I finally declared that I thought slavery was a moral wrong. On November 6, 1860, my life changed forever. I was elected the 16th President of the United States. A few months later, I was inaugurated on March 4th. I got right to work on signing several acts into law, including the First Legal Tender Act and the Emancipation Act. The Emancipation Act abolished slavery in the District of Columbia. In May of 1862, I established the Department of Agriculture and signed the Homestead Act. On September the 22nd, I issued the first of the Emancipation Proclamation, and by January the 1st of the following year, the final draft was presented. In November of 1963, I issued my most famous speech, the Gettysburg Address. I was re-elected the following year presidency and delivered my second inaugural address in March of 1865. I always enjoyed the fine art. On April 14, 1865, my wife and I were enjoying a show at Ford Theater in the Washington, D.C., and at around 10 p.m. after John Wilkes Booth entered the president box, shooting me, finally wondering me. Because we got the soldier bold of McClellan for to lead us, for to fight for Uncle Sam. He'll lead us on to glory, ho, he'll lead us on to glory, ho, to save the stripes and stars.